Romans chapter 11. Are Gentiles woven into Israel? Let's read Romans chapter 11 and later on define the terms of Paul's metaphor. Romans 11, verse 17 to 20. But if some of the branches were broken off, and you, although a wild olive branch, were grafted in among the others, and now share in the nourishing root of the olive tree, do not be arrogant toward the branches. If you are, remember it is not you who support the root, but the root that supports you. Then you will say, branches were broken off so that I might be grafted in. That is true. They were broken off because of their unbelief, but you stand fast through faith. So do not become proud, but fear. In Romans 11, Paul addresses the relationship between Jewish and Gentile believers by using an olive tree metaphor. Here's what each part symbolizes. First, the olive tree itself represents the covenant people of Yahweh, Israel. The root represents the patriarchs of the faith, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. The natural branches represent ethnic Israelites, like Jews, Benjamites, and Levites, who were naturally born in the tribes of Israel. The broken off branches, these are the Jews who had pride and were disobedient, and ultimately rejected Yeshua as the Messiah. The wild olive branches, these are the Gentile believers who have been grafted into the tree by believing and obeying Yahweh and His Son Yeshua. Being grafted in is the process of a Gentile believer being included in Yahweh's covenant people through their faith in Yeshua Messiah. So let's review. How are Gentile believers woven into Israel? First, they are grafted into the olive tree. Gentile believers are described as wild olive branches, that is, from the nations, that have been grafted into the rich root of the cultivated olive tree due to their faith and obedience in Yeshua. Second, Paul says that Gentile believers share in the rich root. They are now sons and daughters of Abraham, the rich root. This means they participate in the blessings and promises that were given to the natural-born Israelite. Third, Gentiles are grafted in by faith, not by bloodline. The reason Gentiles are grafted in is due to their faith. They are not natural-born members of the tree, but are included because of their trust and obedience in Yeshua Messiah. So, when someone comes to you and tells you, you're not Jewish, thus you do not have to keep the Sabbath, and so on, just remind them that we don't have to be natural-born Jews to partake in the blessings of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. For by faith, we are considered fellow citizens of Israel, woven in to the olive tree. Hallelujah. I hope this helps better understand Romans chapter 11. Please share your thoughts below. Thank you, and shalom.